Hey everyone, welcome to Randi and Janelle Live. I'm Randi.
And I'm Janelle.
Thanks so much to everybody who watched our first episode the other day and liked our Randi and Janelle Live page, Facebook page. That was so awesome. Many of you have already started subscribing to our YouTube channel, so that's really fun. Be sure to do that so that you don't miss out on any of our conversations.
Yeah, we are so excited. We're so excited to see how many of you guys even watched us back when we first started, and we're so excited to see us talking again. So thank you so much for the love and support, and we love the comments and feedback and memories that people wrote in.
Yeah, that was super fun to look at also. So we've discovered something. You can see the lighting is awful, and that's because I'm at my kitchen table, because as we're all in quarantine these days and shelter in place, every room in the house just about is taken, and I'm sharing offices, and you know, there's a lot going on. So it is what it is. You're at my kitchen table with me tonight. So
Yep, exactly. I told my whole family, I'm like, be quiet if you go into the kitchen, because I am sitting in my dining room. So
we are at the dining room tables today.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep. Well, for those of you that were not able to catch the first one, I just wanted to encourage you to go back, and it kind of gives a recap of where we started and where we're at. But just as a reminder to anybody else, wanted to let you know, we are not doctors. I said this in the last episode. We are not lawyers or anything like that. We're just moms and wives and business owners and friends and entrepreneurs. And we've got a lot of life experience between the two of us. And 9 kids. When you've got 9 kids, you have a lot of life experience, right? So we just are coming together to have conversations with you all and encourage you all. And we are not, you know, of the doctor or lawyer status. We're just, you know, everyday moms and with everyday families. So wanted to come remind you of that. So Janelle, what are we talking about today?
What we are talking about, actually, I just forgot. Oh, like, what are we talking about today? Talking about being moms and everything else, my phone all of a sudden when you started talking is like blinking and blowing up and dinging. So I'm like, okay. But anyways, I think we're just talking about being in quarantine and taking this time. I know a lot of you are homeschooling your kids, and some of you have kids that are young, and some of you have kids that are high school or college age students like you, Randi, that came back home. And we wanted to just talk about, now is the time to think about what you're teaching your children, because when they're in school all the time, there are things that get missed because they're busy with school and sports and homework and all that kind of stuff. But there's so many life lessons and teachings that we have completely missed because we're just busy in life. And now is the time maybe to slow down and think about, what can we be teaching our children that has been gotten missed over this period of time, that now we can take the opportunity to work with our children during that. And
so go ahead. That was a beautiful setup and everything. But basically it's like, we don't have home economics anymore, right? So home economic classes, like, do your kids know how to cook? Do they know how to, I don't know, do their laundry? Do they know how to, can't really say balance a checkbook anymore, because that's kind of not really how the world works.
But
anymore,
budgeting.
But what I mean, but budgeting and setting a budget and stuff like that. So anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So one example, so one of my children, because we both have many, is 20, and he wants to move out in a few months. And it hit me that he doesn't really know how to cook. He knows the basics. He can make eggs and stuff like that, but he doesn't know how to cook a full meal and shop for a full meal. And so this is something that I implemented even before the quarantine, is that I said, every Wednesday meals are up to you. So you have to plan the meal, go shopping. If it's stuff at home we have that he wants to utilize, that's fine. But he can't just do a pizza every Wednesday night or something like that. He has to cook a full family meal for all of us. So actually,
is he the one that bought sheep cheese? Was that his meal?
No, well, that was his meal, but it was my daughter, my 16-year-old Mackenzie. She went to the store and bought sheep cheese, which is a whole nother funny story. I wouldn't advise that.
You have to be graceful when your kids are doing the meal planning.
Yeah, there's been a few. So he's making meals every Wednesday night, and there's been a few meals that were like, this is so fantastic. But you know what? It's all part of the process. It's him learning, and not just learning how to cook, but kids, I think, don't realize how expensive it is to live on their own, and they don't realize really how much groceries cost or any of that. So when he goes to the store to go shopping for Wednesday night, I pay for all the groceries. I don't want to put that on him. But he goes to the store, loads up the cart, checks out, and realizes, oh my gosh, for one meal, maybe he just spent $40, $45, you know? And it just makes them think, because I think they're like, I got this. I can move out. I can live on $200 a month.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. One scenario is, do your kids know how to shop? I mean, you said he went to go grocery shopping and the expense of it, but do they know how to shop? One of the funnier things was when my college-age daughter moved down, she went to the store for the first time. She didn't know what milk to buy. So she called me and she's like, Mom, I'm at the store, but what milk do I buy? Like, little things that you don't even think about like that are good things to go through. So teach them about, you know, reading the labels and what's good and what's not so great and how to look for sugars and different stuff like that. Those are good things to teach your kids as well.
Totally. And I think you and I both, even when the kids were little, we would take them shopping with us and have them grab stuff for, especially I would say in the fruits and vegetables section, because there's so much that we inherently do, right? How do you buy a watermelon, or how do you buy lettuce or stuff like that? And we just do it. But really, they don't know unless we teach them, you know. I don't know how you buy a watermelon. I pound on it. Is it hollow? You know, stuff like that. But that's not just known. It's something that we have to teach them. And I think it's all about setting them up for success. For when they move out, they're successful, and limiting those panic phone calls going, oh my gosh, I need you now. What do I do after they move out?
So another good one, do your kids know how to do their own laundry?
Yes.
Teach them how to do laundry.
Yes.
Do your kids know?
Yes, my kids know, but probably because you and I both, it became a necessary thing. Like there was so much laundry that you're like, I need to teach you how to do some laundry.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're watching this, do your kids know how to do laundry? What age did your kids start doing laundry? Their own?
8. Yeah.
So I would say 8 or 10, right around there.
Mm-hmm.
They had to start doing their own laundry.
Yep. And honestly, there isn't a separation thing as whites and colored so much as there was back in the day. I think we just have so many different products now that can help with not really needing to be quite so specific with the details of how the laundry happens. I just make sure, you know, like red, whatever isn't in the mix, and they separate out kind of like their towels, their bath towels, or whatever else they're throwing in there. So it's not, we're definitely not doing delicate clothes. We're not doing stuff like that. We're just shoving it in. More like we're trying to say, okay, that's like 2 loads worth that you just put into one load. You put way too much in there.
It's a huge one. They shove.
Whole packs of socks come out, you know, they're folded still. Yeah. So,
or the clean your room, so all the laundry, clean, dirty, doesn't matter, goes in the washer.
Have the door closed. Yeah. So but laundry.
I
mean, because they got to do laundry themselves when
they got to do.
Awesome.
Another good one I was just thinking about, if you have younger children, I mean, we're most of ours are in the older teenage, college age range. But if your younger kids are home with you right now, teaching them how to make their own lunch, because that is a game changer when your child knows how to make their own lunch for the morning for school. It changes your whole world, really. So take this time while your kids are and do a mock up, make your lunch day. Wake up and be like, we are going to make our lunch, and teach them. They almost every kid from kindergarten, first grade on can take 2 pieces of bread and do peanut butter and jelly and think, okay, maybe a bag of chips and a banana or something like that. But teach them how to put their lunch together so that they're just not like, oh, for them, lunch is gummy bears in a bag and I'm good to go. So, it really, if you're a mom, especially that is overwhelmed and stressed out and have more than one child, especially, teaching them to make their own lunch is a big one.
Yeah, totally good one. What are some other household things that you could be teaching them? I mean, these are all practical things, right? Life lessons, that you can take advantage that don't get taught in the classroom since they're at home. So some of the things that come to mind are house cleaning, like how I know our kids have chores, but like farther than that, like how do you clean certain things in the home, or what do you use on the floor, or what was something else? The ceiling fans, like turning them off and dusting them down or vacuuming them down and stuff. There's stuff like that, just that the kids don't think about dusting the ceiling fan, like just stuff that you never know. If you're lucky to go outside, if the weather's nice, the yard maintenance, I mean, teaching them how to do outside maintenance, or even if some of the landscaping or whatnot, you know, there's so many things that.
Here's a big one, teaching your kid how to get gas.
Yeah.
You know, how to get gas. How do you put in a credit card in the machine, press the pins, how you do it? Because I know even a lot of 16-year-olds that they get their driver's license and they go to get gas and they're like, I don't know how to do this. So it's all those little things that we just do it and kind of take it for granted. But it will, you know, set your child up for success for sure.
Awesome.
So
love that. And I love something. I was just looking, and we've done what you've done in the past, where especially during the summer, it usually would hit during the summertime when we'd be like, okay, you plan Tuesday, you plan Wednesday, you plan whatever, you know, for each of the kids to plan a meal. So we're kind of back to that again, because we're not just planning in this quarantine time now. We're not just planning dinners. We're planning breakfast, lunches, and dinners again with the kids, at least mine, kids that have opinions now.
Yes.
Not just little ones that go along with it, right?
And you're not just like, eat this.
Okay, no more ideas. I'm going to Pinterest or whatever. But yeah, so I'm like, how about you bring some ideas to the table?
Exactly.
Help out. And then of course they do. So that's
no, they're great. They're great. And the ideas are welcome. For sure, because I don't know. Are you a meal planner? I'm a big meal planner, but through this quarantine, I kind of have done a little bit more creativity and just opened up the cupboard or opened up the fridge and gone, well, what can we kind of make tonight? As opposed to so ironed out, because you just don't know what's going to be at the grocery store when you get there.
For sure. And I saw your picture of Trader Joe's today with the line out the door, everybody 6 feet apart. I mean, out the door and down and down and down, and only letting 10 people in at a time. So it could be an all day affair trying to get what you need at the grocery store. So getting creative is a good thing.
Yep, for sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks for some of those ideas. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to revisit a follow-up to what I talked about last episode. We had talked a little bit about things that you can do during the day to kind of keep on schedule, or to try to normalize as much as possible. And so I wanted to revisit something because it didn't work.
I know. I heard you kind of had a rough one.
Okay, so we're going to go back because our goal is to be real with you and be like, okay, this is a great idea. I had the best intentions. It was such a good idea. I thought it was so cool. And then my kids were like, really? So let me tell you. So I had mentioned that I was texting my kids every day and we were planning out, kind of our day. Hey, goals of today or is to, do your daily workout routine, any schoolwork. And then you were going to work on organizing. So come to find out, my older, I remember I have older children, just about 21 to 16. Yeah, they didn't really appreciate my text.
What?
Not at all. I thought I was being so organized and thorough. I'm like, oh, I'll just hit them all at once, get everything there and here we go. No.
What was it, a group message or was it to each individual?
The very first one I did each individual. And
okay.
Then I found myself copy paste. And my son comes out and he's like, really? And I'm like, oh no, what? He's like, you have to tell me to do my schoolwork. And he's like 21. He's like, I'm like, oh no, that was just I copied and pasted from the youngest. And he's like, you don't need to do, like, he's an A student, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that. So anyways, sometimes your best intentions don't always work. And I just wanted to put it out there and be like, that's an idea. My older kids actually didn't like it. And I'm like, okay. So then I realized maybe that wasn't the best way to communicate to them. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Put it on the chalkboard, put it on white. Okay, here's the thing. I went back to this group message, all of us are on, text.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I had good intentions. I'm sorry. I see it didn't go over very well. How about we all know what we need to do? You know what mine and your dad's expectations are. You know what we need to do to keep the house functioning and going. So let's just do better at trying to communicate and trying to serve well each other and trying to make, if you don't know our expectations, then just ask. But you know what we love and you know what pushes our buttons, right? And you know what your typical chores look like. So instead of the texts that you didn't like from me, let's just try and work together and do our best. So yeah, maybe don't do that. I don't know. It didn't go over so great here. I thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll just do group text, slap it out, connect with the whole family. And no, didn't go good. So we won't do that. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you before we get going in a minute is talking about being a teacher. So we will come back to this another time, but Janelle and I thought it was a great idea to homeschool at one point.
And
Janelle was an amazing teacher, and she always has been. She is so patient with kids, and I've always she's a calm one. She's patient. She's doesn't get flustered. And with all of our kids, I would be the one getting flustered and okay, this is me. This is the one I am. You know how you have a preschool co-op sometimes and you have to go in to volunteer or whatever. I so was not meant to be a teacher. I literally sent my friend Sue, bless her heart, to go do my job duties as a volunteer at the co-op preschool because I just couldn't do it.
I didn't even know that.
Could not do it. Oh yeah, it was finger painting day, and I wanted to cry. So I sent my friend Sue to go stand in for me.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm not a teacher. So God bless the teachers. We homeschooled for 1 year.
1 year though, both of us. 1 year, we were done.
I was done. So that in mind, my friend Danielle on Facebook, she posted this and I wanted to read it. You may have seen it, but this is really funny. Dear teachers, next year you better make those school supply lists extravagant. You want 20 glue sticks? You got it. You want those fancy pre-sharpened pencils by the dozens? Done. You want 12 bottles of Tito's vodka? I won't even question it. I got you, boo. Also, please let me know, when is your birthday? Heck, even your mama's birthday. We're going to spoil you. These are my kids, and I love them. But my gosh, they are insane balls of energy and never stop eating. How do you do it? No, seriously, it's the secret. We miss you. And it's signed, your children's other parent.
Oh,
That's funny because, you know, all these people staying at home now trying to homeschool or, you know, teach their children at home. And now we're like, oh my gosh, our teachers. And that's not my case so much now because mine are so independent and older, but I was laughing at that because she has smaller ones. So that was funny. But anyways, so crazy.
That is awesome. I have not seen that, so thank you for sharing that. That is awesome.
Like, when's your birthday? Tell me your mama's birthday.
I got you covered.
Teachers, we got you, boo.
Just don't close school again.
Yeah,
we can't take this twice.
No.
So
that's
awesome.
Funny.
Awesome.
Well, what are you doing for dinner tonight?
We are barbecuing hamburgers with sweet potatoes because we're in Northern California and the weather is gorgeous right now. So hamburgers, and then we're going to play a game of dominoes.
Fun.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I think we are connecting with our good friends in Alaska tonight. So that'll be good. As far as dinner, to be quite honest, I'd have no idea.
Okay.
Just being real. Didn't get around to planning it. So as soon as I hang up with you, that's what we're going to do. I mean, we've got stuff, but I just.
Could be a pizza night. I don't know. I have not actually ordered pizza since we started quarantining. Have you ordered a pizza yet?
I haven't done pizza, but we did do Taco Tuesday with Live-Epsd.
Oh, nice.
Side pickup, which was really nice. So trying to support
local business,
local restaurants and small businesses. Yeah,
for sure. So, for
sure. Anyways, don't forget to teach your kids.
Yeah.
So they get in the classroom, even your older ones.
Yeah, even your older ones, for sure. So thank you so much for spending the last 30 minutes with us, and we will see you next time.
Good. Bye.